Forex
You should
trading.
start this one because you've got more experience
Yeah,
than me.
okay.
Getting involved.
So, Forex trading, is it a legitimate way of making money? Now, a few years ago, I used to be on the bandwagon of people that thought trading was a quick way to get rich. There's a lot of people on YouTube that make it seem, you can wake up tomorrow, start trading and start making, grand, £2,000, £10,000 a day. And that is not the case, right? From my experience, that's not the case, right? Now, the thing of trading, yes, you can make money from it, but I see it as more a sophisticated way of gambling, in my opinion. Because the reason why I say that is because stocks are always going up and down, right? And there is no actual way to know, how long a stock is going to go up for. Yes, you see it's going up, maybe due to some positive news article or something like that. But how do you know that by the time you've seen that news article and you've noticed the price going up, how do you know you're not already too late? And when you enter the market, the price is going to drop down tomorrow. You don't know. And from my experience with trading, I probably spent about 6 months to a year, really trying to study trading, practicing on demo accounts, using my real money, watching YouTube videos, going on courses and all that stuff to really just get my own understanding on trading and to get some sort of solid strategy, but it never happened.
What was your main struggle?
As I mentioned, there is no consistent way of making consistent profits in trading, but with investing, however, that's a different story, because investing is more long term. The thing about trading is people see it as a short term thing, and because of that whole because of the whole sort of stigma of Forex trading, a lot of people don't have the patience it takes to be successful in the markets. So they're always looking for, as I said, quick gains, quick money, get rich quick. And the thing is, that's a problem, because not only does it make you impatient, but you also get, there's a lot of emotions that get invested into it as well. Because, for example, if you have, a good day, you might end up being a bit too greedy, a bit too overconfident, and then you might start
carried away.
Exactly.
I knew someone that lost a lot of money, man, one time.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just because he won once, and that was it. That was the drug he needed to keep
that's the thing.
pumping money into Forex trading.
And here's the thing, right? Okay, yes, you might wake up tomorrow. Yes, you might invest £1,000 into the market, and yes, you might make 5-10 grand that day. But how do you know that wasn't just luck? You might think, yeah, my analysis, my strategy got me that 10 grand, but it could really just be luck, But because you thinking that you're now the best trader in the world, you now start getting carried away and start investing bigger money, and then the next week the market environment has completely changed, and now you've lost all your money, sort of thing, And I spent about 6 months to a year studying so many different strategies, and all of them just, none of them were consistent. So that's when I truly sort of gathered that, in my opinion, trading is just a scam, to be fair. And another thing about trading is there's personal traders, so people who trade at home on their laptops, and then you have corporations that are using high-speed computers. They have a team of 50 analysts, and they have inside connections to people in these big companies and these news companies. So they're already years ahead of you in this game. They know what's going to happen, and you, one person trying to compete with them, is how? How?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
So,
it's crazy.
But when it comes to investing, I will say investing, there is an opportunity to make money in investing. Now, investing is similar to trading, but it's more long term. So, for example, you might invest in shares of a company. Let's say, for example, Apple or Google, right? Now, I was watching a speech by Gary Vee, right? And he was saying, as long as the American market doesn't crash, right? Investing in any of these big companies is a safe investment because the share price is always going to go up, right? Like, yes, it might go up and down sort of in the short term, but on the long term scale, it's always going to go up. So as long as you're patient enough to put your money in one market and not sort of want to look for quick returns, then yeah, I'll say investing into stocks or possibly even commodities, some commodities like maybe gold and stuff, is a good option.
The Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and stuff like that.
Okay, Bitcoin is another one.
That's the next thing.
Bitcoin's another one because Bitcoin, like last year, you shot up to like 20,000 and then it went crashing down again. And now it's just been sort of going up and down since. So the future of Bitcoin is very.
But I think for Forex trading, from my experience and over the years, and I'm not going to lie, I was kind of excited, but I never knew enough information to put my money where my mouth is, as it were, right? I never got that close. But I did get excited by seeing all these young people. And so, oh, look, these young people are getting... And I think that young people are the target because we love instant gratification. We want things now, right now. We don't want to work. The reason why I would choose business over that is because one, it's mine, two, I can work hard for it. It's something I can feel proud of, right?
Exactly.
Worked hard to make it a success. It's not like, oh, I just flipped this money and I made this and now I can buy a car and do stuff. And obviously there's different ways of making money. But for me, inside me, I can only do business to make money. I don't know, I just feel like I'm robbing someone or doing something wrong. So I think that from what I've seen and going to like loads of trading stuff and people say we can give you the education, and like you said, there's no guaranteed way. And you're on, like you said, you're on the low level scope of things. If you're just sitting on your phone or I've got these little things on your computer thinking you're going to make a lot of money, then you got it backwards. You know, that movie that Hayden told us about, I actually watched it. It's a long movie called The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes.
And it's the same concept of like, you know, being really in charge and knowing the algorithm and how things moving up and down and really being in control. But the guys that do it, like you said, they're in the office all day like these guys and they got loads of screens and they're sitting there. Because I know a guy that was doing it, he said the only way you can do it is if you're sitting there all day watching it go up and down. So obviously we got lives. We don't have time to be sitting watching things go up and down. And so, you know, the real guys that do it spend a lot of time there is what I'm saying.
Yeah. But
again, there's no guarantee. The amount of time you spend, you're going to get any return. And how I know is because I had an uncle, right? And he's the first person I saw with that. And he actually had the graphics on his computer. He had 3 screens, right? Wow. In my house. And I just see it every day on this thing. But he didn't make a dime. I don't know whether there was no education at that time, because obviously there is loads of stuff like you're saying, people can help you learn and all this stuff, but again, that always comes at a cost. Every time I used to go to these workshops, they're like, oh, we can teach you how to trade, I made this yesterday and this is how you do it, and sometimes they gave you like loads of like surface level stuff, so it never went too deep. And then they're like, okay, now we're going to pay you £100 a month, right, to get it, and these people that are telling you this know that it's a gamble, they know it's no guarantee, but that's how they make their money. That's their money. Like, it's their education.
They make more money. They make more money by selling you their course by actually trading themselves.
And I wouldn't say, I wouldn't say no to trading. Yeah, I'm not like for it. I would never put my money into it unless I know enough. But you know, don't put everything there. Don't put your eggs in one basket. Don't put your savings. Don't put your wages. Like that's just stupid. If I get to a certain point where I'm making profit and I have disposable income and I've got like, you know, money coming in, disposable income, I can say, look, I can afford to, you know, test out the market and put a few grand in. So my advice to young people is don't get gassed about making money overnight. There's no such thing as an overnight success unless you win the lottery. And even then, statistically, people get poor after a year because they make bad investments, you know, for their money, right? So at the end of the day, man, don't get excited about trying to make money quick and trying to live this kind of lifestyle. You know, you go on Instagram all the time, you see guys on their phone with these Lamborghinis living the life, and it's like, people get too excited about the image they can try and uphold. Oh, I've gone to this many countries a year and I've done this. I've been to so many, and like I said, I've never got to a place where I wanted to invest. I've never done that because I don't know enough information. And you know, just don't get excited about trying to make money overnight. That's all I gotta say about Forex trading, man.
Absolutely.
But it's a really big thing for young people, I think.
Absolutely.
A really big thing for young people.
Yep. And I used to be one of those people that Forex trading was a get rich quick thing, you know, and that's definitely the wrong idea to have. Like as you said, if you want to have a business of some sort, start your own business. You know, like that.
Even then, I think they was telling me as well, like, oh, if you invest small, then you don't get a lot. You got to invest more. You got how much? So when I saw them telling me that, I was thinking, we'll just make it, because what it is, it gets serious. People get credit cards. People get loans to trade. It's not a joke.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because they get sold on this dream, so they put themselves in financial deficit just because they believe in, you know, possibilities that might happen.
And also, there's a lot of controversy behind the trading platforms themselves, like the brokers. Like they actually want you to lose, because the money you lose is the money they're keeping. You understand? So even though they say, yeah, we'll train you and we'll give you an account manager that can help you manage your trades and that sort of stuff, dude, it's all business. Like and you know, first of all, never ever trust someone to trade for you unless you go to like an actual hedge fund. And with most hedge funds, you need to have a minimum investment of like 100 grand, I think, normally. But if you sign up to like one of these local trading brokers and they're saying, oh, we can give you an account manager, like don't buy into it. It's all a scam, right? But as you mentioned before about, you know, the whole time, effort, money correlation. Yeah, trading definitely doesn't have that, because I spent 6 months to a year, probably about 8 to 10 hours a day studying trading, and I lost money from doing that.
Anything in your ROI in terms of obviously experience?
Yeah.
Did you get anything in return of?
I actually lost money. Like, I think obviously I didn't invest much, because my thing was I wanted to get my demo accounts like consistent before I invested my real money, which I never really got around to. So I thought, okay, let me just try real money anyway, and I invested about $2,000 into a trading account. So that was all I lost, thankfully.
Oh, that's not too bad.
That's not too bad. But still, like 6 months to a year of studying, and I lost $2,000 in the end. I thought, screw this. Like what's the point?
And they'll say, oh well, it's down to your strategy, it's down to the lack of knowledge, it's down to this. But to be honest, there's no guarantee. It's just like business, you know. It's just like anything, right? There's no guarantee of anything in life but death. So everything's trial and error. Everything is like, let's just see what happens. And even ideas that we have, like even with this, even with the events, everything is just trial and error. We got to see how it works, test the waters, and if it works, it works. But there's no guarantee, and that is what I don't like, is that they have these people on these CEO positions, right? And they go, oh, I'm doing this, I'm flying away, you can do this too. And people get so excited, oh, I can do that, and I want to change my life. And it's just like people getting really easily brainwashed, right? And you know, I didn't want to start bashing companies, but IML, you know, they're like the newest formal people. I've seen a lot of people recently, right, on my Instagram that are, you know, pushing IML and, you know, trying to get people to make money on their phone, you know. So now it's like they got apps now. They've now went from having, you know, systems to, you know, websites to now they've got apps now. So now they've gone, it's on your phone now. So now you can trade everywhere you go, right? But we don't know guarantee that these people are making money. So they could post, oh yeah, trade today, you can make this, you can make that. But they might not be making any money. But they're just posting it and giving the illusion that they're making a lot of money.
Here's the thing about IML, yeah, because I know this because I actually briefly signed up to IML.
So that was the company that you traded with?
Okay, no, this was some time afterwards, right?
Oh, okay.
But the thing about IML is the people that you see posting on Instagram saying I make $5,000 a month and whatnot, they make more money by signing people up than they do from actual trading. It's
multi-level marketing. It's essentially a pyramid scheme.
That's what it is.
Essentially a pyramid scheme, right? You got CEO at the top, you got the founders on the bottom, and you get people in, and once you get people in, they work for you, and then your work rate goes, you know, less than these people, you know. So and then you've got a sign up fee and all this stuff. So that's how they make money. That's how they make people involved. Yeah, network marketing. That's what it is.
Absolutely. And don't get me wrong, like I don't mind multi-level marketing, but it has to be for the right product. You know, like it has to be for a product that actually helps people's lives. You know, and trading or a trading education system, I don't think is that. And to be fair, their trading education system isn't even that good. Like the information on there, like I can get better information for free if I just do my own research. To be fair,
especially nowadays, you can Google everything. When my uncle was doing it in the early 2000s, you had to know somebody that had success with it. You know, but again, there's levels to it. Because I know a friend that basically works in Canary Wharf, which is one of the massive, and even in the city there is places, alright? And you go to Canary Wharf and they have these boards, and these people are actually sitting there looking at these boards and things going up and down. But again, there's levels to it. But you lot are small fish if you really think you're going to go on your phone or any app and try and make money. There's different levels to it. People that are actually involved in how the algorithm moves, rather than you guys putting money in and doing this stuff. So
absolutely. Now, don't get me wrong. Like there is career opportunities in trading. But if you are certain that you want to get involved in trading, do it the right way. Find a corporation, work for that corporation. Like learn the inside game of how they're doing things, rather than trying to do it on your own, sort of thing.
What do you think about?